Hello kids, hope you all are in good health. Today we are going to talk about process of change of states of matter from our first chapter, matter in our surrounding. Now let us start our topic. As I already discussed with you in school, that our matter can change its state either by applying pressure or giving temperature. Here we have process of change of states of matter. The processes are vaporization, condensation, freezing, melting, sublimation, evaporation. We will discuss the processes one by one. Now, vaporization. What is vaporization? It is simply the change of liquid state into gaseous state. Or we can say it's the process of change of water into vapor. I'll give one example. When we heat the water after reaching at 100 degrees Celsius, water starts boiling. Or we can say at this temperature, water turns into vapor. Since water boils at 100 degrees Celsius, that means 100 degrees Celsius is the boiling point of water. Now, what is this boiling point? Boiling point is simply the temperature at which a liquid boils. You all know, I already discussed it with you. The different liquids have different boiling point temperatures. Why? What is reason? I will give explanation. It's like we know three factors decide whether the state is solid, liquid, or gas. What are the three factors? The three factors are interparticle distance, particle attraction, and motion of particles. As you know, different solids melt at different temperatures. Why? Why the different solids melt at different temperatures? Because they have difference in interparticle distance, interparticle space, and particle motion. Same happens in liquids. क्यों हो रहा है लिक्विड्स में डिफरेंट टेम्परेचर्स क्यों है डिफरेंट लिक्विड्स का इट डिपेंड्स अगर पार्टिकल अट्रैक्शन ज़्यादा है दैट मीन्स स्पेस इज लेस वहाँ पे एनर्जी हमें ज़्यादा लगेगी एंड अगर पार्टिकल अट्रैक्शन कम है स्पेस ज़्यादा होगी वहाँ पे एनर्जी हमें कम लगेगी एनर्जी हियर इज हीट I will give example. We have two liquids, one is water and another one is acetone. The boiling point temperature, or we can say the boiling temperature of acetone is 56 degrees Celsius and that of water is 100 degrees Celsius. If we check 100 degree जो है it is more as compared to 56 degree. डिफरेंस क्यों है वाटर का 100 डिग्री है और स्टोन का 56 डिग्री है 100 इसलिए है बिकॉज जो इंटरपार्टिकल अट्रैक्शन और इंटरपार्टिकल स्पेस जो है इंटरपार्टिकल अट्रैक्शन इज मोर एंड स्पेस इज लेस इन वाटर पार्टिकल्स बिटवीन द वाटर पार्टिकल्स अगर हम एसीटोन की बात करेंगे एसीटोन में जो इंटरपार्टिकल स्पेस है इंटरपार्टिकल स्पेस इज मोर and interparticle attraction is less. That's why the boiling temperature, or we can say boiling point of acetone, is 56 degrees Celsius only. Now we have condensation. Condensation, it is simply the change of gaseous state into liquid state, or we can say the change of vapor into water. Temperature is important in condensation, but here we decrease the temperature. We can't change the gas into liquid by increasing the temperature. When we decrease the temperature, we can convert the gas into liquid. This process is known as condensation. Example is, we manufacture distilled water by the process of condensation. How? We have distilled apparatus. We have distillation apparatus. The distillation apparatus contains cooling jacket is there. The temperature of cooling jacket is less. डिस्टिलेशन एपरेट में क्या कर रहे हैं हम, अगर वहाँ पे हमारी कोई इम्प्योरिटी प्रेजेंट है, वी कैन रिमूव द इम्प्योरिटी। डिस्टिलेशन में हम फर्स्ट वाटर को बॉईल कर लेते हैं सो दैट इट गेट्स कन्वर्टेड इनटू वेपर। फाइनली जब वेपर में कन्वर्ट हो गया, इट पासिस थ्रू द कूलिंग जैकेट। कूलिंग जैकेट का टेम्परेचर इट्स लेस। यहाँ पे हमारे वेपर जो है ये कन्वर्ट हो जाते हैं वाटर में, लिक्विड में। वी कैन से दे गेट कन्वर्टेड इनटू लिक्विड। दिस इज द प्रोसेस बाय विच वी कैन कन्वर्ट द gas into liquid, and the process is known as condensation. Now freezing, what is freezing? It is change of liquid state into solid state, or we can say change of liquid into solid because of decrease in temperature. For example, water changes into ice because of decrease in temperature. In other words, water freezes into ice because of decrease in temperature. Water freezes at 0 degrees Celsius. It's like हमें आइस चाहिए, बहुत गर्मी है, तो हम क्या कर रहे हैं, एक पानी की बोतल हमने कर ली और उसको हमने रेफ्रिजरेटर में कर लिया। आफ्टर सम टाइम हम जब चेक कर लेते हैं, हमारा एक आइस वहाँ पे एक सॉलिड जैसा कुछ बन गया है जिसको हम आइस बोलते हैं। यहाँ पे डिक्रीज टेम्परेचर की वजह से क्या हो गया है कि पार्टिकल्स जो वाटर के ये क्लोज आ रहे हैं, इनमें अट्रैक्शन जो है वो इंक्रीज हो गई। अट्रैक्शन जब इंक्रीज हो गई, एज यू नो, द थ्री फैक्टर्स डिसाइड वेदर द स्टेट इज लिक्विड और सॉलिड और गैस। पार्टिकल अट्रैक्शन ज़्यादा है, दैट मीन्स आवर स्टेट इज सॉलिड। Now we have melting. Melting is change of solid into liquid. It's opposite of freezing. यहाँ पे what we are doing, हम solid को change कर रहे हैं liquid में। हमें क्या करना है, हमारा आइस है, अब तो ये हमसे पिया ही नहीं जा रहा है, पानी नहीं हम पी सकते हैं। हम सिंपली क्या कर लेते हैं, हम हम गैस पे कर लेंगे उसको, हम हीट देंगे उसको, वो कन्वर्ट हो जाएगा हमारा लिक्विड में। दैट इज नोन एज मेल्टिंग। वाटर change solid, we can say ice changes into water at 0 degrees Celsius. At 0 degrees Celsius, freezing and melting both occurs. Now freezing, look at the diagram. It's about change of state. Look it carefully. Here we have solid. When we heat the solid, it converts into liquid, or we can say water. It's ice here. Ice is in solid state. When we give heat to ice, it converts into liquid, or we can say water. Water is our liquid state. The process is known as melting. When we further heat this liquid, or we can say water, it gets converted into steam, or we can say vapor. The steam or vapor, this is gaseous state. The process is known as vaporization. Now, when we decrease the temperature of the gas, it gets converted into liquid. The process is known as condensation. When we further decrease the temperature of this liquid, it gets converted into solid. The process is known as freezing. Now latent heat. The word latent means hidden. It is the heat energy which has to supply to change the state of substance. Latent heat does not raise the temperature, or we can say increase the temperature, but the heat has always to be supplied to change the state of a substance. The latent heat which we supply is used up in overcoming the force of attraction between the particles of substances during the change of state. Latent heat does not increase the kinetic energy of the particles, so the temperature of substance does not rise during the change of state. Latent means hidden, छुपी हुई हीट। ये हीट हम यूज़ कहाँ कर रहे हैं? हमें जब एक स्टेट को कन्वर्ट करना है दूसरे स्टेट में, ये लेटेंट हीट वहाँ पे यूज़ हो रही है विदाउट राइज in temperature. It only changes the state of a substance, like from solid to liquid and from liquid to gas. Simply latent heat कर क्या रही है, ये हमारा जो फोर्स ऑफ अट्रैक्शन बिटवीन पार्टिकल्स है, लाइक इन आइस द फोर्स ऑफ अट्रैक्शन बिटवीन पार्टिकल्स इज मोर, ये उस फोर्स ऑफ अट्रैक्शन को कम करके इसका स्टेट चेंज कर रही है, नॉट बाय इंक्रीजिंग द काइनेटिक एनर्जी। अगर यहाँ पे हमारी काइनेटिक एनर्जी इंक्रीज हो जाती तो यहाँ पे टेम्परेचर राइज कर लेता। यहाँ पे सिंपली क्या हो रहा है, जो अट्रैक्शन बिटवीन पार्टिकल्स हैं वो कम हो रहा है, और उसी अट्रैक्शन के कम होने से हमारा स्टेट चेंज हो रहा है। ये स्टेट जो चेंज हो रहा है, ये स्टेट चेंज हो रहा है बिकॉज ऑफ हीट, एंड द हीट इज known as latent heat, which we simply use to change the state of our matter. Now, now we had types of latent heat. We had two types of latent heat. One is latent heat of fusion, or we can say melting, and second one is latent heat of vaporization. First, latent heat of fusion or melting of solid is the quantity of heat in joules. Joule here is unit. We can measure the heat in joules. Joules required to convert 1 kg of solid to liquid without any change in temperature. The heat which is going into ice but not increases its temperature is the energy required to change the state of ice from solid to liquid. Or we can say, when solid changes into liquid, the heat required changing the state without rising in temperature is called the latent heat of fusion. Here, what we are doing, we are changing the solid to liquid state. Changing solid to liquid state, it is our endothermic reaction. Why it is endothermic reaction? Because we are giving heat to the reaction. हम यहाँ पे हमारे पास एक एंडोथर्मिक रिएक्शन होती है, एक एक्सोथर्मिक होती है। एंडोथर्मिक रिएक्शन वो रिएक्शन है जहाँ पे हमें हीट देनी पड़ती है, और एक्सोथर्मिक रिएक्शन इज़ दैट टाइप ऑफ रिएक्शन जहाँ पे हमें हीट लिबरेट होती है। बट अगर हमने हमारे सॉलिड को लिक्विड में चेंज करना है तो इट्स ऑब्वियस कि हमें यहाँ पे हीट एनर्जी सप्लाई एनर्जी देनी है। वी विल टेक वन एग्जाम्पल, मेल्टिंग ऑफ आइस। जब हम मेल्टिंग ऑफ आइस में हीट दे रहे हैं, टेम्परेचर जो हमारा है ये राइज नहीं करेगा। तब तक राइज नहीं करेगा जब तक ना हमारा पूरा आइस मेल्ट हो जाएगा। जैसे ही पूरा आइस मेल्ट हो जाएगा, देन हमारा जो टेम्परेचर है वो राइज करेगा, लाइक 0 डिग्री से 1 2 3 4। जितना हीट देते जाएंगे उतना ही टेम्परेचर यहाँ पे राइज करेगा, लेकिन तब तक हमारा टेम्परेचर राइज नहीं करेगा जब तक ना हमारा पूरा आइस कन्वर्ट हो जाएगा इनटू लिक्विड। यही हमारा जो यहाँ पे हमने तब तक हीट सप्लाई करी जहाँ जिससे हमारा सॉलिड कन्वर्ट हो रहा था लिक्विड में, दैट हीट इज़ नोन एज लेटेंट हीट ऑफ फ्यूजन, और वी कैन से मेल्टिंग। Now, latent heat of vaporization. Latent heat of vaporization is amount of heat which is required to convert 1 kg of liquid to gas, or we can say vapor, without any change in temperature. We can say when liquid changes into gas, the heat required changing the state without rising in temperature is called the latent heat of vaporization. यहाँ पे क्या हो रहा है, यहाँ पे हम लिक्विड को कन्वर्ट गैस में कर रहे हैं। जैसे कि अगर हम वाटर की बात करेंगे, 100 डिग्री सेल्सियस पे हमारा वाटर स्टार्ट हो रहा है कन्वर्ट होना वेपर्स में। 100 डिग्री सेल्सियस पे हम क्या देख रहे हैं, यहाँ पे हमारा फर्दर टेम्परेचर इंक्रीज नहीं होगा, पर यहाँ पे जो हम फर्दर हीट दे रहे हैं उस फर्दर हीट से क्या हो रहा है, हमारा लिक्विड जो है वो कन्वर्ट हो रहा है वेपर्स में। The change of liquid to gaseous state, it's also an endothermic reaction because heat is also required here. We will take the example of boiling of water. मैंने already बता दिया, जब हम water को boil करते हैं 100 डिग्री सेल्सियस पे, 100 डिग्री सेल्सियस के बाद हमारा जो टेम्परेचर है वो इंक्रीज़ नहीं हो रहा है, इवन कि हम यहाँ पे कंटिन्यू सप्लाई हीट कर रहे हैं। ये हीट जो हम कंटिन्यू सप्लाई कर रहे हैं, ये हीट जा कहाँ रही है? इस हीट से क्या हो रहा है, हमारा जो स्टेट है वो चेंज हो रहा है। लाइक हमारा लिक्विड स्टेट गैस स्टेट में चेंज हो रहा है। इसी हीट को हम बोल रहे हैं लेटेंट हीट ऑफ वेपराइजेशन। Latent heat of vaporization of water, it's 22.5 into 10 raised power 5 joules. This much of energy is required to convert 1 kg of water into vapor. Hence we can say latent heat of water is equal to 22.5 into 10 raised power 5 joule per kilogram. Different liquids have different latent heat of vaporization. Why? Because the force of attraction is different in different liquids. Now we have one last process, and it is sublimation. What is sublimation? It's the process in which a solid changes direct into vapors without passing through the liquid state. As you know, generally solids first change into liquid and then change into gas because of rising temperature. But we have many substances which doesn't change into liquid. The substances are known as sublime. For example, camphor, naphthalene balls, ammonium chloride, iodine, dry ice, etc. The solid which we obtain after cooling the gas of sublime is called a sublimate. The process of cooling of vapor of sublime to get sublimate is known as sublimation, although it is also known as deposition. Sublimation is also known as deposition. For example, when we heat camphor, it changes into vapor without changing into liquid. When the vapor of camphor is cooled, it changes into solid without changing into liquid. I discussed sublimation in my previous lecture, जहाँ पे हमने sublimation एक ऐसा मेथड बोला था जिससे हम जिससे हम सेपरेट कर सकते हैं कंपोनेंट्स ऑफ मिक्सचर्स। लाइक वहाँ पे मैंने बताया था, if we have sodium chloride and naphthalene, or we can say ammonium chloride, if we mix the both are salts, sodium chloride and ammonium chloride दोनों हमारे salts हैं। हम डिफरेंशिएट नहीं कर सकते हैं which one is sodium chloride and which one is ammonium chloride because both like similar. जैसे ही हम इनको हीट कर लेते हैं, अमोनियम क्लोराइड जो है इट शोज सब्लिमेशन मीन्स ये डायरेक्टली चेंज होता है फ्रॉम सॉलिड टू वेपर, लेकिन सोडियम क्लोराइड डजंट चेंज डायरेक्टली इनटू वेपर. When we heat the mixture, ammonium chloride changes into vapor and sodium chloride remains in our china dish as impurity. That means sublimation is a process by which we can separate the components of mixture, and it's also a process by which we can change the state of the matter. Sublimation in everyday life, the dry ice, also known as solid carbon dioxide, it turns into vapor without changing into liquid and is considered as sublime. Because of this property, Dry ice is used to give the illusion of smoke or clouds on the stage in movies and stage shows. Naphthalene balls are kept with clothes and documents to protect them from insects. Since naphthalene balls go under sublimation, hence it changes into vapor without changing into liquid, and its vapor prevent the insects to come or stay in clothes or documents. This protects the documents and clothes to get destroyed. We usually see the size of naphthalene balls decrease gradually and finally disappear when they are kept in open. This happens because of sublimation of naphthalene balls. Naphthalene balls are also used in toilets as disinfectant and air freshener. Here we have diagram here. It is about the interconversion of state. What is this interconversion of state? It is the phenomenon of change of matter from one state to another and back to its original state. Matter can be changed from one state to another by changing temperature or pressure as you know it. When heat energy is supplied to ice, it changes into water and then to vapor. Look at the diagram carefully and see here. When we give heat to the solid, it changes into liquid and the process is known as melting. When we further provide heat to the liquid, it changes into gas and the process is known as evaporation. When we decrease the temperature of gas, it converts into liquid. The process is known as condensation. When we further decrease the temperature of liquid, it changes into solid and the process is known as solidification. When we heat the solid, we have some solids which directly change into gas. When the solid directly changes into gas, the process is known as sublimation. When we decrease the temperature, the gas changes into solid and the process is known as deposition. This was all about today's topic. Hope you all understand today's topic. Thank you. Stay safe.